There's coming down the top section there, and it's going to be fair wet, and then come down to stumps like, and it'll be a little bit loose like, and it'll come.
Back in Leogang for how many times do you reckon you've been here?
Oh man, I think it's basically been every year since I started. I lose track of all these things. I'm not good with days. I know when it's time to set up and when track walk day is, and then I generally can figure out race day. Other than that, like the years all blend into each other. Man, it's completely different. It's a proper track now. And it's probably one of the harder tracks to set up just because you do have a bike park in the middle. You have that fast motorway that can make or break a run, but the top is like open, deep, natural, weird stuff. Then you go into the tight turns, then you get into the motorway, then you get into the woods. Like, it's a tricky track to set up for. I think he was just one of those kids, like he and Chris were they were such good kids and so personable that we were trying to help them whenever we could, but they were running on shoestring budget with old parts, so we'd like find a new lower, find a new upper, find this and that, and get them going. It's hard to say it's unexpected because he's a phenomenal rider, but when somebody puts together wins like that, it's always hard to believe. And since I've known him as this kind of scrappy little kid running kind of clapped out equipment, and now he's this full factory Ronan, I don't know, it's cool, but it's still a bit unbelievable. He's just a good kid, right? You can't help but root for him, and now he's pinned as well, so.
Listen to your engineers and your mechanic and the telemetry and not yourself. That was the learning point for today. They were telling me all day the shock's too hard, and I didn't really want to go down in spring rate because it made me feel like a bitch for some reason. So I was like a 5.25 spring, and I was like, if I go to a lighter spring it means I'm going slower, so I wouldn't go, and then until I did go and it felt way better. So yeah, now we're on a 500-pound spring. Still heavier than like the other boys, but yeah, a lot softer. The computers are saying the compression's too fast. I don't know. Yeah, too fast. It said 500 something. So she's blowing through too fast. We're gonna add on a bit more compression for tomorrow. But yeah, so far around the end of the day started good. Middle of the day I was kind of losing my mind a bit, but then yeah, sweeten her out. Did a few sketchy overtakes. So yeah, nice day. So I think I'm due to go over and piss Jordi off. Like, he's asking that I'm not over there, but I'll go over and then he's gonna be like, oh, why did I let this guy into the pits? So yeah, I'll go over and I'll brainstorm. Maybe, yeah, I'll go over and ask, because I wonder what everyone else is doing. I can ask a few questions. Hello. I haven't been at you enough to be pissing you off. I've been listening to this stupid computer. Yeah. Telling me.
What's it telling you?
What is it telling me? So, I came in, I'm sure Dakota, we put in some new link.
Yeah.
I fucking lobbed the link off because I didn't do enough, and I just went to the hardline settings. And the front felt good, but just the rear just way too harsh. And then I was keen to go into the Poland settings, which was a C3 shock 525 spring. So, like, stiff enough, but you know these bikes, they blow through the travel pretty easily. and then we're on the C4 shock, but 500 pound.
Okay.
500 pound with dynoed.
Yeah.
475. Well, I didn't think there'd be a crazy difference between this track and Poland. It's a bit steeper, but
Quite a bit steeper, huh?
yeah.
And there's a lot of kind of transitions from steep
Yeah.
to turn.
Yeah.
So if the rear end's soft,
Yeah.
you can't turn
Yeah.
because the rear end just dumps.
Yeah.
And then head angle gets super slack and all the weight goes off it.
It does feel better with the 4 or the 500 pound, but I'm just saying when we go do race runs now, is it just gonna be?
Do a quick check of where you're sitting.
I've done 2 runs with that lighter spring, definitely improvement, but I think we're going to go on add on a lot more compression because I think we're still slightly open with the C4 shock
You've got a fair bit of damping
on it.
wound in already.
Yeah. Because what for Poland I was running the CX3 but then 525 spring, and then now I'm running the CX4.
But okay,
Yeah.
you still feel like it's
Just on the top section, but that I know it's the like
the awkward
all those bridge things
Yeah.
just but I mean the woods it is feeling quite good. But then the fork I am leaving the same. I haven't actually touched much of the fork. We're still 80. I think we're on 88 psi or 89. So same as Poland, and the fork should be pretty identical to Poland.
I think you just have to decide which section you'd rather manage.
Yeah,
the
that's-
harshness or the kind of.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because when I ran the like hardline side, it's obviously quite hard, like super harsh, but it went quick.
But it's quite slow, eh? Like most of the tech stuff relative.
Yeah, hard. That's why I was quite surprised if it didn't feel insane or didn't feel like fast, because that tech stuff there is slower than this.
Yeah.
And it's like way slower, and it's still quite a steep track.
It's super steep.
So that's why I'm just kind of like, it just feels pretty.
Slow stuff's just different to manage.
Yeah.
Like the rebounds,
Yeah,
you can manage fast rebound with slow tech
Yeah.
a lot better than fast.
Yeah.
More than halfway on the high speed compression
Okay.
in. Like
Yeah.
So it's you could easily go to the next step up and just run it open and then have some range.
Yeah.
Go back and forth. So if you
Sounds
decide
good.
to go that way, it's easy.
Sweet. So I'll slow down the fork a small bit.
I would slow down the fork a touch.
Yeah, it's quite fast.
Is he making sense these days?
Every once in a while.
This sounds like a new Ronan. We were
No, it
talking
does.
about- He's a changed man.
Guy's
He's a
so
changed
professional.
man. I know.
Got collars and all of a sudden.
Yes.
No, I was just curious if it made sense going lighter in the spring compared to Poland. Yeah. So, sweet. More compression, slower forks, and I'll let you know tomorrow. Sweet. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Cheers to that. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
It's standard Leogang weather, I think. Other than the snow year, which was just cold the whole time. It's hot, then it's cold, then it's like being in a sauna for a while because it rained and it's hot. So you get the full spectrum of weather here all the time.
Yeah, we're 1-1. Once we keep going at the rate we're going, I reckon we could have a few more Irish wins. This is probably can number 4 of today. He had one with his cereal this morning, then one with his coffee instead of milk, and now probably had one on the way to the pits, now just before practice. He lives off the stuff.
Couldn't be more right. There's coming down the top section there, and there's going to be fair wet, and then come down to stumps like, and it'll be a little bit loose like, and it'll come. And I go into the woods there now, Willie, and I tell you, we were coming through the wall ride, and oh, Tommy there bounced over the wall ride there yesterday, fucking some way, like, bounced over the front. And then we're going to the woods, do the double. Now, she could be fair slippy onto the first boardwalk, going to the left, and then you set up a bit higher, and then you know. Yeah, man, that gonna be fucking wild on that, man. We're fucking losing there. What's that?
He's fully in for a shot, especially depending on conditions, whether if things shift in his favor, whichever way that is. I think he's always, any good rider has a shot. And he definitely is a good rider.
Like you said.
Quality's a bit shy. I was a bit annoyed with that. I think P13 which is a bit, I just didn't ride like myself, which is a bit annoying. And then, yeah, and then semis, found a bit of form. Rode, pretty happy the way I rode, just made some mistakes in the first jump and I lost a bit of time, and then a big one at the bottom. And I think P6, so yeah, happy enough with that. Pissed down, yeah, a lot of rain, a lot of rain. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It was pretty prime for semis yesterday, and then that's gone now. So yeah, we see how it is today. But yeah, who knows? 3 practice runs should be enough, and then yeah, and then we go racing. So let's see. I need one of these bad boys. I'm pretty tired today. It's been a heavy week, heavy 2 weeks. Like, it'll probably feel pretty horrendous first few runs, but it should dry out for the evening, hopefully, and yeah, leave it like that really. Yeah, practice, she rained, practice went alright, and then I just bottled it majorly in finals. Yeah, it didn't feel like I don't know, once you kind of won a few races, that's all you want to do, and I kind of had the headspace to just win, and then didn't ride like a person to win, and made a big mistake coming into the motorway, and then yeah, that was that, and then just more mistakes. So I think P12, which I would have been stoked with last year, but it's a different year. So, but I think we're still 5th in the overall, so can't be too fuming. But thank God there's a race next week. That's all I can say. Just can't wait to get the track walk and just start it again and just yeah, get going again.